guys, not my league, our league series, which is basically a 2K rebuild for an expansion team that I made, but we, me and you watching the video get to do. Comment down below some things I should do, things I should, people I should trade, people I should draft, people I should this, that, and the other. You make very, very big key decisions when picking up players and things like that. So make sure you guys check out that video. Comment down below the things I should do in those videos, on that video, and yeah, the most liked ones or some of the interesting ones I see we can talk about, and I'll do for our team. So I think that's always a fun thing. I did that back in 2K20, doing it for next gen for 2K21. Should be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, let's get right into tonight's video. Okay, when it comes to what one I'm using, it's in the thumbnail slash put up on the screen right now. It is from Sideline Sources. Sideline Sources on Instagram. If you guys wanted to check out their page or anything like that, definitely do that. And it's a build your own 2020-2021 team. And it goes in order from $1 players: Brandon Ingram, Karl Anthony Towns, Kyle Lowry, Donovan Mitchell, and Zion Williamson. I know, pretty crazy. Those players are $1 out of your 15. Pretty crazy. $2 include Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul. Again, very good ones. $3 players include Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal, and Jimmy Buckets himself for $3. Not bad. $4 we have Anthony Davis, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, and Steph Curry. Pretty stacked at the point guard position on that one. And at $5, you got the pretty much best players available: LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard, and Kevin Durant. Very, very, very good picks right there. So you have $15. You have to make a starting five out of this team. Who are you gonna pick? Make sure you guys obviously leave yours down in the comments. Obviously, again, my opinion doesn't matter. This video is for fun, entertainment, relaxation. It's nothing set in stone. I don't get paid thousands and millions of dollars to do this like on ESPN. It's just for fun, and you guys can leave yours down in the comments as well. There's no wrong answers. It's all fun. These are all great players, and it's not like I'm not picking players because they're bad. They're just what I'm feeling right now. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. So, all right. So I have $15, and honestly, whenever I see these, build your own team videos, whether it's King of the Fourth Quarter or Kenny when he does these, I know he's pretty popular when he does these. I definitely always look at the $1 rankings first to see if there is a snag, a snipe, a very, very good player who's maybe very undervalued. And when I look at the $1 ones, there's some very good ones, obviously, like Donovan Mitchell, a great one, a crazy defender, very great offensive player. We saw that in the playoffs. Very, 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 very good pick at $1 if you want to pick him. Brandon Ingram is a player who looks like he can run his own show on a team. One of these years when he starts, building more potential, he looks absolutely amazing for how he is right now, but he can even get better, it seems. And obviously Zion Williamson, dude can already put up crazy stat lines. It's kind of like a prime Charles Barkley player, but it's his second year in the league, so if he continues to get better, that is terrifying. But in my opinion, there is a very, very underrated player that is being shown here that I think would be very nice to put on my team. And for my starting center, I actually am going to pick Karl Anthony Towns. Pick him up for $1. I feel like that is a snag of a price in my opinion. If you also just look on the list, there are a lot of other really, really, really good centers like Joel Embiid. See what I'm saying? There's not really any. I can get Anthony Davis for $4, but Karl Anthony Towns is just a very, very, very solid pick at his position. The dude averaged last year like 28 points per game, like just crazy stat lines for how he was for being on a, maybe not so great team last year, but by himself absolutely looked like an amazing player. Let's see. Last year he averaged 26.5 points per game. Definitely crazy on shooting 3 threes a game for a center is very crazy at 40%. Like, come on, like that is very, very good for, again, 2020 season. If we're building as a best team for this season, I mean, obviously 3-point shooting is very important, so getting a center who can do that is very amazing. He averaged also 11 rebounds last year. Very cool, almost a block and a half a game. Very efficient center. Very, very, very good player. Kind of just on, not so good of a team, so maybe get a little bit underrated, but by himself, really good. I'm putting him up on my starting center squad. So, starting center for $1. And I'll be saving money to get better players later on, you'll see. So starting center, Karl Anthony Towns. So, at my next position, there are a lot of very good point guards on this selection as well. There's Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Ben Simmons. I mean, there's no there's no restrictions, so I could even put like LeBron at point guard if I really wanted to be super petty about everything. But I'm gonna try to keep everything sort of in their true positions, I guess you could say. But the $4 range, yes, Big Bucks has a very, 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 very good looking point guard sort of selection with Damian Lillard and Steph Curry, two amazing players that are very good at what they do, scoring the ball and being the floor generals, basically. Now this is a very, very tough pick, and obviously being a Blazer fan, I love me some Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is such a special player in today's NBA, definitely one of the best offensive guards in the game, and looks really good this season and seasons. Well, every year he's really been in the league. Always a great guy as well, very good team leader. Really would want that for, my team. But if I'm building a sort of a super team, I want someone who has been on a super team before. So the only reason I'm giving the edge to Steph Curry, yes, I'm picking up Steph Curry for $4, is not only because, stat line, great shooter, the greatest shooter of all time, very great facilitator, good floor general, could really easily play with these guys as well. But if we're making it sort of like, it's such a close pick for me, I'm making it like a realistic pick, and realistically, I think Steph Curry would just be easier to put in this lineup just because he's played with Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, like an actual super team. He's been on the most talented NBA teams ever assembled with him and KD and Klay and Draymond. Like that team it's the most talented NBA team of all time. So in my opinion, I feel like he would just be easier to play along with this team if it was like a real life thing. Obviously Damian wouldn't have a problem with it because, I mean, we all know Damian, he's a very selfless player, but I think Steph would just make it easier. So at the center, I have Karl Anthony Towns, and at point guard, I got Steph Curry, not only because he did just drop, I think, a career high in points his last game. It was like 64, something like that. It was a crazy game, very, very, very dope, to really show, hey guys, I'm still Steph Curry. I'm still, one of the best players in the league, this, that, and the other. We still got some life in us, so that was really cool to see. So definitely got Steph Curry, starting point guard, $4, so that is $5 spent on 2 players. Not bad. I got $10 left, so with $10 left, I already have my point guard and have my center, which are definitely 2 of the most important positions. Now we need to fill out the rest. This part I really need to think about more. I already know I'm spending, some big bucks on, but I need to think of the middle guys. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this player out first just because I already know I'm already gonna pick him. But you guys can probably also have a guess as well. At $5, yes, my $5 player. Maybe I'll get another one. Well, I guess I can't because I only have $10 left. But my $5 player, I gotta get LeBron. I have to get LeBron James. So I think having LeBron at my 4 or my 3 spot would be very important. Obviously, LeBron leading the league in assists last year on a team of superstars. You want a guy who's going to be passive and passing the ball and being in the right place at the right time. LeBron will do that chef kiss perfectly. Not only will I have a great facilitator in Steph Curry, but arguably one of the greatest passers of all time in LeBron James, especially for his height. Like, that is perfect. You know, because Steph can play off the ball, shoot crazy threes whenever he wants to, play almost like a shooting guard role, and just give LeBron the point forward sort of position we all know he loves to play. So, I think having that, LeBron could easily, dish it out to Karl-Anthony Towns as well in the post, playing alongside Anthony Davis. We've seen he can do this. I'm not saying, Anthony Davis and Karl-Anthony Towns are comparable, because they're not. They're very different, but in post play, they'll be very, very, very similar. So, I think LeBron, is hands down probably the guy you have to pick up when you're doing this, because, dude, the facilitating you're going to need on this type of team, you're going to need some crazy passers, great facilitators, great teammates, great leadership, guys who can really know how to glue guys together. And again, like Steph Curry, I'm giving the edge to LeBron because he's been in that role before. I'm not having a super team and having great expectations. Now, obviously, that's more of like a thing in my head. Like, if I'm making this like super realistic, which obviously it's not supposed to be, but I'm just making it that way in my head. Having LeBron is just, I feel like you have to have him. I feel like you just have to. So, plus LeBron can play off the ball. We've seen that too. He's like a 30+% three-point shooter now. The way he shoots the ball is crazy. His post work is crazy. He shoots fadeaway jumpers like Jordan does. Not as good. No offense to Jordan, but not as good, obviously. But still very good and very efficiently of a jump shooter now. So now you don't only have LeBron, the absolute tank and train that can just dunk the ball and get to the rim whenever he wants to. You also have a LeBron who's very passive, three-point shooter, great facilitator. He's got that all-around game, and we all know in the NBA Finals, defense LeBron is there to play. So definitely always need to watch out for that. So picking up LeBron at $5. So I got Steph Curry at my 1, and then at my 3 or my 4, I'm not sure yet, we have LeBron, and then my 5, I have Karl-Anthony Towns. So I need a shooting guard, and I need a small forward with $5 left over. I have $5 left over, so I can either get, a big-time forward and maybe a $1 guy, or I can get some, mid-range guys as well. Oh, man, this is really, really, really tough. Well, having LeBron and having Steph Curry, it really seems like I have two very good ball handlers. And although it would be nice to get maybe some better players who can handle the ball very well, I want to get guys who probably don't need to have the ball in their hands all the time to be great. So, with that being said, at $2, I think every great team needs an absolute sniper of a three-point shooter. We already have that in Steph, but I know it's always good to have an extra. So I think with $2, I think I'm going to pick up Devin Booker as my shooting guard. Now, yes, we know Devin Booker is an amazing facilitator. There's been points in time in the Phoenix Suns' career and franchise history. I thought Devin Booker should just take up the role as their starting point guard and sort of play like the Luka Doncic role that they have with the Mavs, just him having the ball in his hand all the time, and just having a guard to play with them who can play point, or just a facilitating guard, but just having Devin Booker as the facilitating guard. He can do that for sure, but we already have Steph, we got LeBron, we already have two great ball handlers. I think having the sort of off-ball play of Devin Booker will be amazing for this team. A guy you really have to stick to, a guy on offense who's just absolutely a killer. Obviously, we know that dude scored 70 points in a game before, so not only is he a hot hand who can just take over a game, he's also a player that a very laid back, very quiet to himself guy, but can also go off for 50 points any given night. So I think having Devin is a very good backup pair with Steph. I mean, obviously, if I'm being honest, an 100% healthy Klay Thompson would be the perfect player, because obviously the 3-and-D play of Klay Thompson and the way he doesn't even need the ball in his hand is so amazing, and such a perfect duo for basically any team in the NBA. I would probably pick him if he was on this list, but I think Devin Booker would be a very good one. I was thinking either Devin Booker or Jimmy Butler, but I have a player at $3 that I really want to pick up. So I have my $2 player in Devin Booker. So I have $3 it's really tough for me. It's I know we have Devin Booker and Steph Curry as our backcourt. Not the best defensively, so getting a lockdown defender at the 3 spot would be very crucial for us. Having a key defender who can just guard the enemy teams or other teams' best player. And we all know Jimmy Butler can 10,000% do that. And I would love that so much for Jimmy Butler to do that. But we also have seen Jimmy Butler in the NBA Finals triple-double Jimmy Butler. Like, who would have thought at the beginning of that year, beginning of that playoffs, beginning of that bubble, beginning of that finals, we would have been seeing Jimmy Butler at such a high rate of triple-doubles and assists, rebounding and scoring all the points for the team and this, that, and the other. Like, I've never seen Jimmy Butler like that at all. So that was very surprising to me. But on the other hand, you also have just an amazing player in himself with Jason Tatum, a player who, yes, offensively might be arguably a more versatile player, being an amazing three-point shooter, being a player who looks like he can be the best player on a championship-winning team one day, but also in himself is a great defender, maybe not to the level of Jimmy Butler, but a very good defender. He's always seems like, but if it's not Jaylen Brown, he is the guy guarding the opposing team's best player. So, man, this is very tough for me. Because like you guys know, I really do appreciate Jimmy Butler a lot. I was one of the first people that, well, I don't want to say that, but I was very early on saying that Jimmy Butler is not a problem in the locker room. I love Jimmy Butler. As soon as he got on the Heat, I knew he wasn't a locker room problem at all. Man, this is just really tough for me. One thing I also really wanted to do was try to get Anthony Davis on the team, but honestly, I don't think that's very fun if you just get like a bunch of like $5 and $4 players and then just get like the rest $1 players. I feel like that's like not really that fun. I mean, you can do that if you want to. There's obviously no wrong picks, but I don't know if you feel like I feel like if you get, you know, LeBron and AD and Damian Lillard and then just a bunch of $1 players, like you can. But I mean, I want to really use up the whole entire sort of people on here. You know what I mean? So, man, Tatum or Jimmy Butler. Again, there's no wrong answers, and they're both just super good on defense. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna be very petty, and I'm gonna come down to like maybe like an analytics sort of take on this, or you know, it is build your 2020-2021 team, and if that's the case, I mean, we can't deny that Jason Tatum can't hit a three better and probably more times than Jimmy Butler can. And although Jimmy Butler is a great, like one of the best defenders in the NBA, you can't nag or knock on Jason Tatum's defense. Jason Tatum is also apparently listed at 6'9", 6'10" now. I remember the first game of the year they kept saying that he's still growing as a player. So that's a really crazy fact that he's not even 6'8" anymore. He's probably like 6'9", 6'10". He's very switchable. He can guard point guards, and now it seems like obviously playing power forward for the past year or so for the Celtics. He can guard 1 through 4 now. So I think I'm gonna take Jason Tatum at my $3 pick. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'll say yeah. I'm gonna pick Jason Tatum, last player for the team. Plus, he's also a very good ball handler, very good Mitchell. That's 10. And then you can have, I don't know, you can have like Kyrie Irving for $3, and then Devin Booker for $2. That's a 15-point squad right there. That'd be a really good one as well. There's nothing really wrong you can do. I mean, obviously all these players are going to be really good, and any different sort of combination of players will all be, championship winning teams. It's just, I guess, your pick of players, and probably my theming of mine would be like a very good facilitating team, obviously having LeBron and Steph as the sort of main guys, and then you have Devin Booker as like the sniper, the scoring guy you can just throw the ball to and you need to bucket easily. Devin Booker would be amazing with that role. And then also Jason Tatum being a sort of lockdown perimeter defender, because we do have, I don't want to say a lack of defending on the perimeter, but having that lockdown defender who can just shut down the other team's best player, and Jason Tatum would be awesome. You have the mature team leader in LeBron, no offense to Steph, but having that guy who's just been through everything, he's the GOAT of our team. I don't want to say the GOAT of all time, but he's a GOAT of the game. Beautiful basketball mind and mentality, can definitely help the team mesh well. And then a absolute dog in Karl Anthony Towns definitely gets a very bad rap for, I guess, being on a bad team. He's a really good defender, very lengthy guy who can hit a three. He averages threes a game, like making 3 threes a game at a 40% shooting. Like, that's absolutely crazy. For a fact he's gonna get wide open threes for sure. So I can definitely battle it down with the best of them. So I didn't think I did a very bad team building here. And also, when it says, build your 2020-2021 team, I'm not taking this as, what they're averaging this year or this, that, or the other. It's just the player. So it's not like me looking at Karl Anthony Towns and what he's averaging this year, because obviously I think he's been out for some reasons. I think he's not even averaging over